All right, let's do this. Let's get some strength in those feet and those calves. All right, to start off, just to let you know, I'm going to be using some props. I have a brick here. This is a cork brick. That's going to work best when we use it as a step. I have tried using these foam blocks, and that's also a possibility to use, but it's not as sturdy. So I have a broom. It's the only thing I could find as a stabilizer. So we're going to be using that as a possibility to provide more stabilization. I also have a chair nearby and a back hook, as well as a strap and a towel. All right, are you ready? I'm going to start on my back. So we want to start with a good stretch of our calves and our feet, and we can do this on our back with the strap. And just pull back, give that calf some good stretch, and if you bend into your knee, you can also get into your hamstring. So let's do that for a little while. Whew! I'm feeling it shaking a little bit in my hamstring there. Some good stretching. Be gentle with this as you get started. Learn your body and learn those sensations. Ooh, yeah. All right, let's switch over to the other foot. All right, I've got it on my toe pad, and then I'm just gonna pull. Ooh, this one's a little tighter. I could feel it in my hamstring already, as well as my calf. So this is a good time to breathe into that pain. Those sensations, the discomfort. I like to breathe in through my nose, out through pursed lips. We try to keep the whole body relaxed. I notice as I feel tension in my calves and my hamstrings, ooh, my jaw likes to be tense too. Like that's gonna help. Maybe if I have some more tension in my jaw, it will help, but it doesn't tend to. So after we give our calves and hamstrings a wake-up stretch, I like to hit them a little bit too. Loosen up my hamstrings, loosen up my calves, and now we're gonna stretch our toes. So I'm gonna bring the chair over here. Okay, and we can start off stretching our toes by just pressing the toes behind the chair and kind of pressing and stretching our toes, bringing the knee to the ground, towards the ground, probably not all the way to the ground, but giving your foot, stretching back those toes. That's what I'm doing here. Stretch the toes. And the other foot. And experiment with your body, maybe you can find some better positioning. Front, back. I like to rock my knee a little bit. gives more of a sensation in my big toe, my pinky toe. Do that in the other foot. The side of my body is just more flexible. I do feel it more in my big toe. I feel some stretch there. Think about how it feels in your body. What sensations are you feeling? All right, now while we're seated, it's good to go through the range of motion in our feet. So I'm going to back up. Maybe you can see my toes a little bit more. We've got some range of motion that our feet normally don't do all day long because we keep them in our shoes, right? But what we're going to start off here is trying to just move your big toe. Lift your big toe off the ground. And I like to try to do this with alternating feet. Right foot, left foot, left foot, right foot. Just lift up your big toe. It's actually really hard for me to just move my big toe. I think that's the most tricky of all the movements. So I like to try to press my toes into the floor as I'm trying to lift my big toe to give that movement. But my big toe really likes to take the other toes along with it. So we're just trying to separate out that big toe on the right side and the left side. I'm going to crack my toes here too as I'm doing this. All right, now we're going to try to move our toes and just lift the toes up off the floor without lifting up your big toe, which is really tricky too. Just try to separate them from the big toe. And it's really hard. I mean, I'm struggling. But, you know, these are movements and as we practice them, that can happen over time. We can also do this with our feet up and try to just move your toes separate from your big toe. It's super hard on my left side. I can do it on my right side. Toes, but the big toe wants to go on my left side. But just practicing different kinds of movements with our feet is strengthening, right? And you'll probably feel different muscles. I'm feeling the muscles more in my foot towards my pinky toe are gaining they're feeling a little tired, like they haven't been doing this. And now we want to spread our toes apart. So we have a motion in our foot where we can spread our toes apart. So try to do that as well. Try it with your feet on the ground. Spread them together, smoosh them together. Spread them out, smoosh them together. Spread them out, smoosh them together. And try it with your feet up in the air. Spread them. Right? These movements are tricky. We probably haven't done them in a long time. And so we're just trying out new ways of moving our feet. And that's healing. All right, now we're going to do some ankle rolls. Just get some motion in the ankle going. Wake up that foot. Maybe you want to crank on your toes a little bit. Whatever feels comfortable for you. You can even bring a little bit of pigeon. I'm getting a little bit of a stretch back here too. Sometimes you want to focus on the double stretch. Sometimes you want to just focus on one stretch. If this one's really tough and you're feeling a lot of sensation there, just focus on that one and lean close or whatever is, move your body so that you're not having sensation. Or again, you can try slipping that foot behind the chair to get that stretch. See what works for you. And I did want to mention that this might be a good point too if you want to massage your foot a little bit. I have this back massager. This can also work well on your calf if that gets tight. It's a possibility to do some massage at this point. Working weird muscles in our feet that we may not have moved before. Can loosen them up. All right, so we did some ankle circling over here. You can also write like A, B, C, D. Get that alphabet going. A, and the other foot, B, C, D. This ankle's talking to me. E, and I'm going to give this one some circles on this side too. That's right, ankle. Keep cracking. And this one, I'm going to crank on it a little bit since it's cracking over there. Now, my physical therapist recommends that I do toe scrunches. And I find these to be very boring. But if you take a towel, this is a hand towel, and put on the ground, we're going to work a new angle of the foot. So we talked about moving your big toe, moving your other toes, moving your toes apart from each other, right? We have some ankle movement in the foot, and we can also scrunch up our foot. So that's what we're doing here. And I have scrunched it up. My towel is all the way. And I'm going to switch feet. I think my physical therapist said I should do it like 3 times in the same foot. But I get tired. My feet get tired very easily. So all I'm doing is taking this towel and scrunching up my foot, my toes, till the front of the towel gets to my toes. We'll do 3 of those on each side. I start in the middle of the towel. I don't think that's cheating, but it's really just a way to make you feel more productive in this movement. You can see the towel moving as you're scrunching your foot. So stretch to grab that towel and pull it back. Let's do another one on the other side. And it's tough. My feet are not used to this movement. And it's tiring. Whew. This is different sensations, than hot yoga is tricky too, but in a different way. So it's fun to challenge the body. Your feet are so strong, and we are going to make them even stronger by practicing these movements every day. Ooh, the towel got caught in between my toes. So we're scrunching and scrunching and scrunching. All right, last one. The towel. And we're scrunching, scrunching, and scrunching, and scrunching. Yeah. I feel the foot burn. Feel a little burn in my foot, my little foot muscles. All right. So, I would suggest doing that while sitting. When you get to be stronger, you can also do the scrunching with the towel when you're standing too. So as you build strength, this gives it a different sensation. You can put more weight on your foot too lean back